welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I bring you guys a fun, cozy, and we're gonna call it a fall haul. And not only are these items can be for fall, they can be for all year round. So I really love the collection I'm picking here in my home. Very neutral colors that can go at all times out of the year. You can switch them, you can leave them. I love incorporating neutral colors that are not gonna go out of style. I hate purchasing something that next year is no longer gonna be in style, and you know, just because the color is a little off or whatnot. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you gotta, if you do want to, you know, jump into a trend, make sure that you really are being mindful as to, you know, the seasons do change, and that item might not be in style, you know, next year or whatnot. But yeah, some of these items that I did pick up, there are items that I have told you guys before, I'm being very intentional when purchasing these items. I know that I love these items, and they are for, you know, forever here to stay here in my home. Not only can I switch them, I can, you know, style them in different areas here in my home, and then just make them look very put together, very intentional, where it's an item that you put thought into it and you have collected from time to time. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. I did go to Potato Barn over the weekend. You guys know that Potato Barn is one of my favorite stores, and not Pottery Barn. I know you guys sometimes get confused when I say Potato Barn. You guys are thinking that I meant to say Pottery Barn. No, I meant to say Potato Barn. Well, Potato Barn, it is one of the stores that I love going. Not only do I get inspiration from there, I see what's, you know, trending. I see what's, you know, what's out there, what's hitting the stores, you know, and those are items that have been sourced from everywhere around the world. I know that that's what they have on their website. So these items are very curated, very just a collection that, you know, I might have it, but you know, not everybody's gonna have the same collection. So that's what I love about that store, that it's you know, items that are not, you know, they don't have hundreds of them for them to, you know, sell out or have in their store. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right in. I'm gonna start off with my limestone bowls. I did pick up some limestone bowls, and I believe they were limestone because they seem pretty similar. I had picked some of these bowls at Homegoods a while back. I picked up some big ones, and I believe I only got to get my hands on like 2 small ones, and I do love the small ones because you could do so much with the small ones as well. I ended up going to Potato Barn over the weekend, like I said, and I picked up 2 very cute limestone bowls. These were $25 each. I love these because not only you can style them everywhere here in your home, you can, you know, put them in a cute little powder room, powder bath or whatnot, maybe some cute little rolled up towels, a bar soap, a very cute, obviously, like decorative bar of soap, maybe like a brown one or some, I don't know, just I'm kind of envisioning, and maybe a cute little sponge, and have this in your guest restroom or whatnot. Or you can, you know, I see people styling these items in their kitchen, and they have their fruit in there and whatnot. But these items are, yes, it could be a little splurge for some people, you know, because $25 for each bowl can be, you know, can add up to your, you know, to the bill. But just think of it as an item that, you know, it's not only not going to change out of style for quite some time. You can keep these items forever. You can style them anywhere in your home. You can put a cute little candle on it. You guys know me, I love putting candles on these items, and I think that they just, I don't know, they just scream elegance. So for me, just always, you know, thinking outside the box when styling with my items. And these are 2 items that I love styling here in my home, so you can never have too many of these items. So yes, these limestone bowls, that's what they're called, limestone bowls. They were $25, and I love what it's bringing. They are heavy. Here's the second one. And they only had 2 at my potato barn. So I snatched both up because I really, really, really love those here in my home. The next item, I also snagged this up from Potato Barn. I guess I'll just remove what I currently have it styled already because you guys know me. I love styling right away with my items. So I picked up this very cute. It did have a sticker it said made in India. But how adorable is this bowl? This was from Potato Barn again. I picked this up for $20, which I thought it was such an amazing deal. I love all this imperfection on here. Love what it's bringing on here. And yeah, so this was another item that I picked up from Potato Barn. I don't know, just when I see an item, and $20, if you ask me for a bowl, you know, for one of these old vintage dough bowls, it's not a bad, you know, bad price. And I love all this darkness on here. So cute. I love styling with these items here in my home. So that was my next item, and I already had it styled, so I'll show you guys how I have it styled, and I'll insert a picture here in just, you know, quite a few minutes. I also picked up the cutest little, I don't even know what this would be, to be honest, but I didn't, you know, my thought was I'm just gonna put some cute little matches on there, and it just looks so, you know, cute. I loved, you know, the little pop of silver. It just was very, very cute. So love this. And this was at the thrift store for, I want to say it was like $2.49. Not bad at all. So that was my next item. My next item that I picked up at the thrift store as well was this cute little, I guess, little, I wouldn't even know what it, I don't know, because it has a cute little lid. So cute little canister or a little catch-all. I don't even know what it would be, to be honest. But to me, this was screaming fall. I love the colors. I love what it's bringing. I do have currently a cute little candle inside of it. So I already have it styled here in my home. So how I have it styled, and I guess I'll show you guys, and like I said, I'll insert a cute little picture on here. I just removed the lid and just set it to the side. I put this cute little match, I guess a match holder on there, and I put a Palo Santo on there. So just have it styled just like that. And that to me, it's already screaming fall. I love when you don't have to do much to an item, but just, you know, the colors, you know, just, you know, speak on itself that it's giving fall and whatnot. So how adorable is this? And this was only $2.49. I thought when I saw this at the thrift store, I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. Whoever did this, this is a pottery that someone did. But I love this. This is so cute, and I just love, you know, taking off the lid and just, you know, putting it to the side just like that. So adorable, so adorable. So that was my next item. My next item, and I guess I'll have to remove a little bit of the stuff since I already had this style as well, just to show you guys, was this other dough bowl that I picked up also at Potato Barn over the on Friday. This was $30. I kid you not, I went around the whole Potato Barn. This was on clearance. So they have certain items that are on clearance. They do have a back room at Potato Barn where some of their items, they clearance them out and whatnot. So these bowls were running from like 100 and something. I want to say like a little bit over 100. I did see some for 89. So I don't know what the difference is on their pricing and how do they price based off the bowl, the dough bowl. But this was $30. It was on clearance for $30. I love all this, you know, metal that, you know, they added on there to kind of hold the dough bowl from breaking. I love this dark, you know, whatever the darkness, it's not perfect. It's a little wonky. Just love this. And for $30, I really, you know, I was like, oh my God, this is such a, and I already own one. I already own one downstairs. I know I showed you guys before the other dough bowl, and it was a little smaller. So this is quite quite a large size. So I'm assuming this was over $100 and something, you know, before they priced it to 30 bucks. So how I currently have it styled, I did pick up this cute little vase, and this was, I want to say it was $1.49, which was not bad at all. And so I have it just like that. I have, and I guess I'll put it on there. I, you know, picked up my cute little, just a cute little dough bowl that I have for quite some time. And then a candle on there, and then some matches. And just like that, you know, to me, it screams fall. And I cannot forget my cute dried pomegranates that I told you guys I picked up sometime last weekend or whatnot. So just something simple. I just want to give you guys an idea as to how to style for fall. You know, you don't have to really, you know, break the bank to, you know, make a little area here at your home that screams fall and whatnot. You know, this was picked up a long time ago. I believe it was at the dollar section from Target. So I believe it was probably maybe like $3. I didn't, you know, spend too much money on the candle. But if you can do something like this in certain areas at your home, that to me, you know, it's such a put, you know, together fall item that, you know, I didn't really have to, you know, break the bank. Besides the dough bowl, yes, it can be a little pricey, 30 bucks, can be a little splurge, but I did feel like I got a good deal. So adorable, so cute, and just styled it on an entry table that, you know, loved it. So that was my next item. And my other item, I did pick up as well this cute, I've been looking, I do have already styled a cute little mirror, and I do, you know, love leaning mirrors against, you know, art and whatnot. But I ended up picking up this cute little mirror, and I guess otherwise you guys gonna see all the light and whatnot. So how pretty is that? That is so cute. This mirror was only $2.49. You know, obviously it was really dirty and whatnot, you know, anything from the thrift store most of the time is going to be very, very dirty, so it's going to need a little, you know, cleaning and whatnot. So I did clean it up, and with the new little table that I purchased, that I showed you guys last weekend, I did want a small little mirror that I can lean against that other little frame that I currently have. You know, they're not like, and I'll show you guys, you know, during this video how I currently have it styled. But for $2.49, you know, always think outside the box when styling or when, you know, decorating at your home. That was my next item. The next item that I did pick up was this cute little basket. Not that I need any more baskets, but how adorable is this basket? I don't know what I would use this basket for, but it was only $1.49 at the thrift store. But this basket is so cute, even just to, you know, use as a catch-all, and maybe just, you know, maybe a loose remote control and whatnot, and you could just tuck it somewhere, you know, and it's, you know, you still have a cute little basket with a bunch of laying around items that you can never know, you don't ever know where to store them or whatnot. So that was my next item. And then my last item, let's just make sure, my last item was this cute little vase, and this vase was $2.49. It did say that it was originally $16.99 from Homegoods. Then it got clearanced out to 12 bucks. So there's the tag. But how adorable is this vase? I love the wonky details. It's giving me that one that is currently at Target, the all white one. Obviously, it doesn't have all these rigids and whatnot on there. But, and if you guys hear someone snoring, that is my Lola. She is joining us today again. But for $2.49, I didn't have to break the bank. I know that the one at Target from the Hearth and Hand is a little pricey, if you ask me. And I got mine for $2.49. And I honestly like this one better. So cute, so adorable. Love the colors, very neutral. Love the two-tone colors that it has on there. It has a little bit of darker brown and then that tan on there. So cute. And you could just style this with just some plain little branches and, you know, just call it a day. And then I guess I do have my last item. I did pick up this cute little art on here. It was from the thrift store as well. It was $7.49. I was contemplating, I was trying to play around at the store, trying to, not play around, but trying to style it. I was trying to find a console table just to see if it, you know, I was trying to envisioning how it would look here at my home. And for $7.49, and as big as this art is, I could not pass this behind. I love that, you know, she's very, you know, the colors that they used, it was very neutral. I love her little bow, like her little, how she had her hair up in a bun, you know, just very subtle. I love this item. This was $7.49. I could not pass this behind. I was just, I've been wanting an art piece. I know I did get rid of my other art piece that I had hanging for quite some time in one of my backdrops that, you know, that I had on my console table. I did get rid of that. And I love the colors, but I was not in love with that art, you know, picture, and it was a canvas picture, but this to me for $7.49, I did not break the bank. I think it goes very good with my decor. You know, it's very neutral. I think it's different. And yeah, so I picked this up and I'm so glad with this purchase. So cute. So always go to the thrift stores with an open mind and, you know, always think outside the box as to how it would look in your area. Don't think as to what people have out there. You know, just maybe play around with your, you know, the decor before purchasing, because I know it sucks, and I made many mistakes where I purchased items and then I was like, what was I thinking? Why did I purchase that? And then I go dump it back at the thrift store because it's too late to return and whatnot. So you do spend a lot of money or waste a lot of money if you ask me. But yeah, so this was an item that I was just kind of trying to envision it here at my home, and I love it. So $7.49, did not break the bank. And then mind you, with my 20, I believe that day it was a Sunday, so I did have it 25% off. So love when I can, you know, grab more than, you know, items that are going to be worth my purchase. And yeah, so that concludes my haul. If you guys love this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ciao.